Hey guys.
Hi guys.
And gals.
Today, Nate and I are going to talk to you guys a little bit about ourselves, just kind of how we got involved with shooting and competitive shooting, and then most importantly, why we started this channel. To start it off, guys, as I mentioned, my name's Zach. I do shoot in USPSA, competitive shooting, and then just recreational. I just enjoy it as a hobby. Also, just aside from shooting, I enjoy working out. I'm a musician, play guitar and sing, things like that. And I got involved with shooting really early in my life, mostly probably I think because of my brother Nate. When I was in junior high, he'd take me to the gun range, and I mean, with my little brother, we'd spend hours there and we'd just have fun. And obviously we were being safe, but for me it was just an opportunity to spend time with my brothers and kind of bond with them. So for me, shooting is a lot more of just a bonding activity and something to be in community, rather than it is to be something just to put holes on paper, which can be super fun, but I think it's more that social aspect.
If you're doing it fast and you're not missing.
Yeah, and all in the same hole.
Phrasing.
But yeah, just the social aspect I really enjoy. So Nate, can you give us a little brief history about yourself?
Okay, so my name's Nathan. I am married. Here. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter. I work as a compliance analyst for a brokerage firm. All really exciting stuff during the day. But no, as far as hobbies, I do tend to be a little bit eclectic. Starting a random YouTube channel. I enjoy shooting 3-gun competitions, which is where you use your rifle, shotgun, and pistol. I enjoy pistol competitions. I play hockey. I'm a little bit of a geek, so I play video games sometimes. And
Yeah.
I don't know, I keep busy. So as far as background, really I got started shooting with my grandpa. I can remember being probably 6 or 7 and shooting his little .22 rifle. And then he had a 20-gauge shotgun that I remember we used to shoot clay pigeons, and I thought that was just the bee's knees. Our dad was security forces with the Air Force, so I can remember at a young age, probably 14, 15, shooting a handgun. Actually, the first handgun I shot was a Glock, so I can remember shooting a Glock with my dad. Mm-hmm. And really what happened is I had some friends that took me out to a local gun range in Louisville, Nebraska, and that kind of kicked it off for me. It was a great chance it's about 30 minutes outside of town, so you're getting out of town, you're getting out in the countryside, and you're just spending some quality time with individuals. And it really, kind of like you said, it comes down to, for me, I became a member, and it was a great opportunity for me to spend Saturday afternoons with all my brothers. We have 3 brothers, yep. And we would all go out shooting, and it was just a good time.
Yeah.
Competitions came about kind of is just a natural progression. I'm competitive by nature, and so I first started shooting 3-gun competitions. And the first time I ever competed, I competed with Josh, our other brother, who was maybe 12 at the time. We had a pump-action shotgun, hunting shotgun. We did not have the appropriate equipment to compete, but the point is we had a good time doing it. We finished very, very low on the totem pole, but that's when I realized 9/10 of the battle for new shooters is just that confidence, the encouragement to just try it, give it a shot.
Yep.
Even if you show up and you're not the best looking shooter out there.
Nope.
It's all about just having a good time. And so it's kind of matured out of that. I started competing more seriously and really trying to make an active better at getting better with each match about 2 years ago. Zach came on this last year, and so that's
I kick his butt.
It was one time. But anyway, no, we're having a good time while we're at it. So tell us a little bit about what's the why behind the channel?
So the big why for us guys, and the reason we started this channel, is we want to give you guys the same information we were seeking when we first started.
Right.
So for us, that's a big deal. We spend a lot of time on the internet looking up gun reviews, researching different products, trying to find the best bang for your buck, trying to find the most quality firearms without having to spend $3,000 to $4,000 to get those competition guns that you see a lot of people with at the range. We want to find that happy in between. Nate and I, we're just normal people. We don't have millions of dollars just to go and spend on guns. So
speak for yourself.
Do you? But we just want to be able to equip you guys with the knowledge to make a well-informed purchase and to really be educated in the sport. So
sure. And really for us, that comes down to 2 things. So as you mentioned, value, best bang for your buck. I do tend to be a very value conscious shooter. As a provider for my family, we're shooting this in my kitchen. It's not something that I'm dedicating a lot lot of resources too, but we want to make sure like you can shoot with anything.
Yeah.
As we mentioned in one of our previous videos, our brother Josh has shot the last 2 matches with a Taurus PT-111, which is a $200 concealed carry handgun. He has a great time and he makes it look good.
Yeah.
So you don't need to have all these expensive products to have a good time. And really, there's a certain point where having a better product does not make you a better shooter.
No.
And I realized that this last year because I was looking at getting a new competition handgun. I shoot an XDM that I've had for about 8 years. So this was one of the first generations. And I was seriously thinking about spending some money. I sold a couple of my other firearms so I could purchase a competitive handgun. And I realized that this handgun shoots better than I do. Like really spending $1,000 or $2,000 on a handgun doesn't make me a better shooter.
No.
What does is practicing the fundamentals,
Yep.
practicing reloads, practicing dry firing. And so what we want to do is we want to give you guys the information that we were looking for when we got started. And for us, that comes down to value and education.
So that, again, guys, that's the big why for us, and we want to equip you with the resources to make a well-informed purchase, to be knowledgeable in the sport.
Well, right, and there's shooters that we like. Like there's
Yeah.
shooters that have great YouTube channels,
Yeah.
like Hickok 45 or Demolition Ranch or Patrick Kelly if you want to do match specific.
Yeah.
There's guys that have great channels, but not necessarily focusing on introducing new shooters to the sport, and that's really where we want to help.
Yeah.
So we want to get you there as inexpensively as possible, and we want to provide the information that, whether it's training videos, eventually we'd like to get to the point where we're doing videos on how to get started. You're shooting your first match. That's going to be one of our next videos. Best bang for your buck. How do you get into the sport as cost effectively as possible? And then third and finally, maybe videos where we interview local semi-professional or professional shooters and get their take and what do they wish they knew when they first got started.
Yeah.
And we'll bring that all to you guys. Really, that's a quick wrap up. Guys, if you have specific questions for us about our shooting history, about anything, we're happy to answer questions. Leave them down below. And what do you got?
Just please, guys, like, subscribe. Let us know how we can improve our channel.
And questions, yeah.
Yeah, questions. We want to do this for you guys because we want to know how to improve because we were recently new shooters as well.
Right.
So, yeah, just let us know, guys, and we appreciate this.
And gals.
And gals.
Have a good one.